Alright, live on YouTube, live on Rumble. Good afternoon, hello, welcome to This Day in History, aka TDH. I'm Alexander, you. We will be joined by the Golden Loon here shortly. Today is Tears Day, aka Tuesday, August 18th, 2026. This show is about interesting and important events that happened today throughout the annals of recorded history. Starting with this 37-page document here, we have a really good show lined up for you today. Look at all these tabs. So yeah, let's get started. Where do you go here? 293 BC, the oldest known Roman temple to Venus was founded, initiating the institution of Vinalia Rustica, the Grape Harvest Festival. Well, that's pretty cool. And right out of the gate, let's do an image search of this. I looked this up, not that. We'll get to that here in a little bit. But yeah, the article just says a Roman temple. It didn't tell me exactly where. So this says Roman Forum. Then there's this one here at Pompeii. One of the possible reconstruction of the Temple of Venus at Pompeii. So we don't know exactly which one. So I couldn't really use any of them. Moving on up to 1201, the city of Riga was founded. There it is right there. Good old Riga. So if you live in the city of Riga, wherever the heck it is, because it doesn't tell us what country it's in. Oh, beautiful architecture. Look at those buildings. Wow. That is magnificent. So what is this? Like, Fujian? Like, is that Germany? Oh, Latvia. Oh, okay. Wow, look at that. Like, is that real? Is that tower real? Way out there? That tall? Like, that's a bit ridiculous. Look at this. Riga Old Town. That is amazing. Oh, what else we got here? 1217, the first historical record of Scottish scholar Michael Scott signed and dated his translation of Albitres on the Sphere in Toledo, Spain. What does that mean? I'm going to do a quick surface level scratch of that really quick. It just tells me about Michael Scott, not about this. So if anybody can let me know what this on the sphere means, that'd be great. 1289, Pope Nicholas IV published decree Supra Montum. Let's look that up really quick, actually. Supra Montum. Okay, here we go. So if anybody wants to read this, I'm going to throw this in the underbar section. Supra Montum. In there. For this link and all the other links and other things that we collect throughout the show, they will appear in the underbar of the description after the live stream. We already have a cool amount of things down there, though, including but unlimited to all things on the coalition, links to our various sources, the music in the background, and a handful of other nifty little things. But what is this? Upon the mountain of the Catholic faith, yada yada yada. So this is the whole. It is the actual document, not a summary of it. So if anybody wants to look at that, and let us know, summarization of this. Let us know in the comment section. 1418, competition was announced to design the dome of Florence Cathedral, with main competitors Lorenzo Ghiberti and Filippo Brunelleschi, supported by Cosimo di Medici. Wow, those are some names right there. There's an image of it with the dome completed, but we've spoken about this dome. It looks familiar upon looking at this. Like I could have sworn we spoke about this being completed a week or so ago. So, 1492, the first grammar of the Spanish language, Grammatica de la Lengua Castellana, was presented to Queen Isabella I. Okay. So while Christopher Columbus was out there sailing the ocean blue, here we go. We actually have a link to it here. It is a book written by Antonio di Nebrija and published in 1492, as we just said. It was the first work dedicated to the Spanish language and its rules, and the first grammar of a modern European language to be published. When it was presented to Isabella of Castile at Salamanca in the year of its publication, the Queen questioned at what the merit of such a work might be. Fray Hernando de Talavera, Bishop of Avila, answered for the author Nebrija in a letter addressed to the monarch, "After your highness has subjected barbarous peoples and nations of various tongues, with conquest will come the need for them to accept the laws that the conqueror imposes on the conquered, and among them our language. With this work of mine, they will be able to learn it as we learn Latin from the Latin grammar." Very good point. Kind of diabolical reason, but a valid point nonetheless. Welcome to the show.
Thank you.
How you doing there?
Doing great.
Yeah. You missed the founding of that city, Riga, in 1201, and several other things. Let's see here. The dome of the Florence Cathedral. Oh, there's the Riga thing. Right now we're at this the Spanish language grammar, Spanish grammar there. So Spanish grammar. So basically, like a rule book on how to speak the language. Essentially. So.
Is it still valid today?
Probably. Like I would suspect. I'm not sure 100%, but I mean, Spanish is still a language.
Yeah.
And fundamentally, foundationally, to some degree, it has to still be valid. I'm not sure though. Mi habla poquito español, and that's not even Spain Spanish. It's Mexican Spanish. You know.
True.
1564, Spanish King Philip II joined the Council of Trent. Okay, what is this Council of Trent? Let's look this up here really quick. Council of Trent, Roman Catholic Church, ecumenical. Okay, so it's a religious thing. Okay. 1572, the Huguenot King Henry III of Navarre married the Catholic Margaret of Valois, ostensibly to reconcile the feuding Protestants and Catholics of France. Okay, so it was like a political marriage to calm the people. 1587, Saul Wall was elected King of Poland according to legend. What a name, Saul Wall. So, 1590, Governor of Roanoke Island Colony John White returned from England to find no trace of the colonist he left there 3 years prior. We've spoken about this a couple of times, and I've spoken about this event after speaking about these articles involving Roanoke and everything.
Okay.
So yeah, he returned from a supply trip to England and found his settlement deserted. And here's a picture right here. So, and I keep getting it wrong. Instead of Roanoke, it's Croatoan. So Roanoke is the name of the colony, but Croatoan is one of the names of a nearby indigenous people's tribe or whatever.
Oh, okay.
So the only thing that they found was like right here, as it depicts here, on one of the logs, comprising the wall.
Right.
It just says Croatoan.
So that's the natives.
Yes.
Okay.
Now, they don't know if it says that because that's who killed them all, or that's who they went to, or whatever, but it's a mystery. The entire settlement just up and vanished. Without, there's no signs of a struggle. Like, nobody, to this day, it's still anybody's guess. So, John White, it's just telling me about John White here. Roanoke colony found deserted. Okay, here we go. So, well, this is, the History Channel. This is owned by Disney, so I wouldn't trust this at all. Disney, is on the forefront of wanting to change their history. So, yeah, I'm gonna leave that up to you viewers to follow this trail of breadcrumbs. To look this up here. Really interesting stuff. 1612, Pendle witch trial began with 10 people accused of witchcraft in Lancaster, England. The key witness was a 9-year-old boy. Wow. So you're just gonna believe a kid?
A 9-year-old boy.
Like,
it's your main witness. Good Lord.
What if this 9-year-old boy is mad because the people that he accused of wouldn't give him back his toy, and he's just being angry. So yeah, one of England's most famous witch trials began at the Lancaster Assizes. 1634, Urban Grandier, accused and convicted of sorcery, was burned alive in Loudun, France. Yikes. 1636, the Covenant of the town of Dedham, Massachusetts, was signed. 1686, Giovanni Cassini reported seeing a satellite orbiting Venus. So like a moon or something.
Mm-hmm.
Not like, a geosynchronous... Well, people don't realize that, there are natural satellites. The moon is a natural satellite of the Earth. And for a small time, we actually had 2 moons because there was some meteor or whatever got caught in our gravity long enough to do an orbit or two and be officially considered a satellite of Earth, and eventually just burned up in our atmosphere, got slingshotted away or something. I don't know what happened to it. 1735, Evening Post began publishing in Boston, Massachusetts. All right, let's take a look at this. Oh yeah, that was this is what I was talking about before you came in.
Yeah.
This dome and everything.
Yeah.
Didn't we cover this dome a while ago, like a week ago? I could have sworn we spoke about this. But yeah, anyway.
I'm just not sure.
Yeah, neither am I. So anyway, let's look at this Evening Post. So it looks like it's still around. Here's Saturday. Oh, this is the Saturday Evening Post. This is Boston Evening Poft. I guess they replaced the F with an S. I guess that's what an S used to look like. That's interesting. 1737, first public admission to the Salon de Paris art exhibition at the Louvre in Paris. So, the first opening up to the public, the Louvre, the art museum. When it from a palace, private residence of the royalty, to a public thing, opening the public. This is when they opened it to August 18th, 1737. Became.
We talked about them the other day.
Yes, we had. 1769, a lightning strike on the bastion of San Nazaro in Brescia, Italy, ignited 90 tons of gunpowder, killing 3,000 people. Yikes. 1785, a huge fireball meteor was seen across Great Britain as it passed over the east coast. So, like a shooting star or something.
Yeah.
1795, Curaçao Governor De Vere sent militia to stop rebellious enslaved people, the slaves. 1809, the Senate of Finland was established in the Grand Duchy of Finland after the official adoption of the Statute of the Government Council by Tsar Alexander I of Russia. 1817, between 60 to 70 foot sea serpent sightings were reported offshore in Gloucester, Massachusetts. So they were seeing some kind of large things. Like, it could have been whales, it could have been giant squid somehow, maybe large sea snakes.
60 to 70 feet? You're mistaken there, I think.
Maybe, yeah.
Well, maybe whales can get that big.
I mean, hold on a second. My eye is
maybe
like
a blue whale, but I don't think they're going to be up in Massachusetts anywhere.
That's true. I don't know. I mean, see, what's crazy is it's said that we only know about 10% of our oceans. Well, how do we even know 10%? Like, how do we know what percentage it is? Yeah. Without knowing the whole
it's
pie.
So little, you have no idea what the percentage is.
Yeah.
If you knew 80 or 90% of it, okay, you got a good idea.
But how do you know you have 80 or 90% of it?
Well, you have a better idea at 80, 90%. 10%, you have no clue what's out there.
Yeah. As, we have no clue what is out there, So, 1826, 2 centuries ago, Scottish explorer Alexander Gordon Lang traveled across the Sahara and became the first European to reach the fabled trading city of Timbuktu. He was murdered near there a few weeks later. Oh, man. That's terrible. 1835, last Potawatomi Indians left Chicago. 1838, United States exploring expedition headed by Charles Wilkes departed for the Pacific Ocean and Antarctica. Charles Wilkes, not to be confused with John Wilkes of Booth. So,
no.
1840, why can't I read this right? American Society of Dental Surgeons was founded in New York. I have to call it that because I want to say Stadion, but the official name, I guess, is American Society.
Yeah.
It might be an actual organization still around today. 1840, French colony established in Akora, South Island of New Zealand. 1848, Camila O'Gorman and Ladislao Gutierrez were executed on the orders of Argentine dictator Juan Manuel de Rosas. I wonder why. 1858, Netherlands and Japan signed a trade agreement. I'm going to look that up here really quick. So, here we go. 1858, Treaty of Amity and Commerce between the Netherlands and Japan. Huh. All right. It opened several Japanese ports and cities for Dutch trade and confirmed extraterritorially to Dutch nations in Japan. It was one of the so-called Ansai treaties. All right. So,
Japan get some land out of it? Is that what I heard?
So you confirmed extraterritoriality to Dutch nationals in Japan. I'm going to look this word right here. Is a term of doctrine used in law, particularly international law, to denote the circumstance of either being exempt from foreign laws or the application of foreign laws against an entity otherwise outside of its jurisdiction. So basically, exemption from the law, it sounds like. For the Dutch.
Okay.
For Dutch nationals in Japan.
Okay, that makes sense.
So for the white people in the Asian area, they get diplomatic immunity. That's the official term. There you go. ANSEI. Okay, that's Ansai Treaty. Because this is one of them, so I'll just put it in there as that. That's pretty cool. 1862, Major General J.E.B. Stuart was nearly captured by pursuing Union forces who captured Stuart's plumed hat. They got his hat. Man, I'd be so mad. Although his adjutant, Major Stewart, was captured.
What?
Wait, what? General Lee's adjutant, Major Stewart, was captured. It used to say that. Adjutant.
Adjutant. That's not. I
No.
don't think what that is.
Well, I'll look that up.
Sounds like it's almost like an assistant, I think.
Yes, military position or rank. As given to an officer who assists the commanding officer with unit administration, mostly the management of human resources in an army unit. So, yeah, I've heard the term before, but not that often. So I'm going to throw this in the underbar as well. Adjutant. All right. Moving on to 1862, Sioux Indians began an uprising in Minnesota. It was later crushed. When was it crushed, and how bad was the outcome? I'd like to know. Probably not good. 1864, we have the 6th day of the Battle of Deep Bottom Run in Virginia, Confederate assault. Wow, we have another week-long battle going on here. So we have the Battle of Globe Tavern. I think this might be connected. Union forces tried to cut a vital Confederate supply line into Petersburg, Virginia, by attacking the Wilmington and Weldon Railroad. So, just so it happens, these both occurred in Virginia. I'm not sure if they're anywhere near each other.
Well, it sounds like it's...
Because Virginia is a big state.
Yeah, it does sound like it's planned. I don't know if it's...
Yeah. Connected.
Yeah.
1868, French astronomer Pierre Janssen discovered helium in solar spectrum during eclipse. Well, that's interesting.
Wow.
Yeah. So, he was looking at
the spectrum. Look at the ducks all high!
Yeah. Help, help, there's a shark in the water.
Oh, God.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Oh, yeah, discovery of helium. Let's see here. August 18th, 1868, the first evidence of helium was observed by Jules Janssen during a total solar eclipse in Guntur, India. He observed a bright yellow line with a wavelength of 587.49 nanometers in the spectrum of the chromosphere of the Sun. Then October 20th, that same year, Norman Lockyer, English astronomer, observed a yellow line in the solar spectrum. He named it D3, similar to the lines of sodium. And we have Edward Franklin, English chemist with Lockyer, named the element with the Greek word for the sun, whatever the heck that symbol is, Helios, helium.
Helium, okay.
Yeah. Oh, so the Helios, the Greek god of the sun, brought the sun in the morning on his chariot, and then took it away at night on his chariot, and everything.
So he rode across the sky, is what he did.
Yeah. Well, it's actually it's depicted in Fantasia. Remember, that one section with all the horses and the
I don't remember that well.
and then the night lady came in. She's like a giant cloak just covering over the planet.
Yeah, I do remember.
Yeah, that was after Helios took away the sun.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
I learned more crap from cartoons.
Dude, I learn from places where learning is good.
Yeah, that's true.
You stuff me in a classroom with a bunch of other people. I'm just a number. I'm just meat. Why should I learn? You present it to me in a way that I'll actually learn, and I will learn.
Well, that interests you. Let's put it that way.
Well, it's more than just interests. Because it engages.
Your interest.
It engages the brain.
Yeah, that's interest.
1870, Battle of Gravelotte-Privat, Prussia defeated France with 32,000 casualties. That's wounded and dead and everything. 1872, Aaron Montgomery Ward issued the first catalog for his mail order business.
Monkey Ward.
Yeah. It is on one sheet listing 163 available items. That's a heck of a weird way to sell your stuff.
I don't think there's any more Montgomery Ward retail.
I have no idea, but apparently the museum has his first catalog. There it is.
Ooh.
But
a one-pager?
It's supposed to be. Wow, look at that. I would love to just stare at this cross-section all day. That looks amazing. Can I get a bigger image of that? Oh, I can bigger this. Yeah, it's supposed to be, I guess, the whole manufacturing
it's
facility.
opening up and you're looking into it.
Yeah, I'm seeing what's in all the rooms, all the levels of manufacturing and everything. I would love to get a clearer image of this and be able to see it in a lot more detail. Because I love cross-sections. Cross-sections are awesome. So, anyway, Montgomery Ward's catalog. Let's look this up here. Here's some examples and everything. So, what is that? Oh, different desks. That's a fancy desk thing.
Yeah.
It's like some kind of like makeup thing. This whole time, my music has not been playing. Okay, well that's really annoying. 1873, first ascent of Mount Whitney, California, at 494 feet, or 4,421 meters. So there it is. That looks ominous. You know, just mountain. Like,
Mount Whitney, that's Alaska?
California.
Oh, California.
I said it. Mount Whitney, California.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I should have known that.
Now this is an awesome photo. Look at all the color bands and everything. That is cool. And this kind of looks like deserty. It just like
snow and
I know.
The sun hitting it. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, it looks like the orange. It looks like desert sand or something. That looks like winter wonderland right there. Oh. Are you gonna make it?
I think so.
All right. 1877, Canadian astronomer Asaph Hall discovered Phobos, one of Mars's moons. We spoke about that yesterday.
Yeah, we did.
1891, hurricane hit Martinique, killing about 700 people. It was a major hurricane struck Martinique. 1896, Adolph Ox, at the age of 39, bought the New York Times for $75,000. What would $75,000 be today? It's 1896. 1896. $75,000. 2026. How much do you think would it be?
What's the date?
$75,000 in
1896. Okay, I'm going to say $1 million.
$1 million?
Yeah,
probably
less.
You're at $2,981,410.71.
I'm still low. Wow.
Yeah. Like
75,000?
75,000. Wow. Yeah. 1903, German engineer Karl Jaffa allegedly flew his self-made motored gliding airplane 4 months before the first flight of the Wright brothers.
Ooh.
That's pretty big right there. And here's
we talked about him the other day.
Yeah, well, I thought so, but I looked this up, and this does not look like the same aircraft as that last time.
No, it didn't. It doesn't.
No. So this is something else. This is very odd. So we possibly even have, like, a third person in the ring for aircraft. I can't really tell what I'm looking at here. Like,
well, it looks like it's still being assembled or something.
Yeah, I can see a fan right there.
It looks like the motor area to me.
Yeah. Oh, what else we got here? 1909, Mayor of Tokyo, Yukio Ozaki, presented Washington, D.C. with 2,000 cherry trees, which President William Howard Taft decided to plant near the Potomac River. Now, because of flooding and such, they have... I heard that they were either planning or they were in the process of removing a large chunk of not all of these cherry trees because it was like right on, like it was flooding into here, like the river was flooding or whatever. So I'm not sure if they've if they just relocated them or just killed them or what. I just know that they're doing something with them.
I remember something about that too. It's supposedly supposed to be absolutely gorgeous in the spring.
Yeah, look at
those cherry blossom bloom.
Like,
but something happened.
Yeah, well, look at all that.
Yeah,
that's beautiful. 1914, Swiss track and road cycle racer Oscar Egg set a new hour record of 44.247 kilometers at the outdoor Velodrome Buffalo in Paris. The record stood until 1933. All right.
That's a long time.
Yeah. 1914 is no longer another source. U.S. President Woodrow Wilson issued his proclamation of neutrality to keep the United States out of World War I. 1917, the Great Fire in Thessaloniki, Greece, destroyed 32% of the city, leaving 70,000 individuals homeless. Yikes! It's telling me to image search this here really quick, so I'm gonna do so. Oh yeah. So here's ours rendition of some buildings on fire. A car that's destroyed. Look at that thing.
Yeah.
It crumpled up like a kid stepped on a Hot Wheel or something. 1917 as well, the Queen's Hospital opened to provide pioneering plastic surgery for World War I soldiers, led by Harold Gillis in Sidcup, England. So, bless their hearts. Now, this might be potentially gruesome to look at, but this shows the process.
Yeah.
Actually, oh, wow, these are... Is this the same guy? I think this is the same guy.
It shows, they did it a step at a time.
Yeah, the gunshot wound, rib cartilage, blood supply, excess tissue removed in later life. So yeah, I think that is the same guy. So it shows the entire process. So and he got his nose back.
Probably over years.
Oh yeah, definitely. But that's phenomenal.
Yeah.
You know. 1917, the Royal Netherlands Naval Air Service (MLD) formed. All right. 1919, Anti-Cigarette League of America formed in Chicago, Illinois. 1920, State Representative Harry T. Byrne, at the age of 24, casted the deciding vote in Tennessee's and thus United States' ratification of the 19th Amendment to the Constitution, allowing women's suffrage after reading a letter from his mother.
Ah.
You know, once again, Tennessee, you know, being you know, like the clutch. Yeah. Yeah, dude, freaking Tennessee, man, always is. They were the last to secede. They were the first to rejoin. You know, right here, the deciding vote, essentially like our version of Jar Jar Binks, in a way, if anybody understands the reference. So, I'm such a nerd. 1923, the first British track and field championships for women were held in London, Great Britain. Awesome. Ooh. 365 days later, France began withdrawing troops from the Ruhr. I think that's to be post-World War I. Because the Ruhr, it sounds like it's in Germany or something. Or whatever.
It's got to be post-World War I.
Yeah. 25, Belgium and the U.S. signed a treaty about war debts. All right. Cardinal Mercier warned Belgians against socialism and liberalism. I remember covering this. I think we did a show on this date last year. Because I remember talking about this and saying, oh, good, blah, blah, blah. And I remember you being here. So... 1 century ago, 1926, first televised weather map is broadcast for the National Oceanic and Atmospheric Administration in Washington, D.C. And I have a really funny video.
Isn't it?
No, it's not, but you'll enjoy this. Let me play this.
Our winds will change. Right now, kind of hung up just a little bit. Oh, I moved the map. I didn't know I could do that. No way.
Are you serious? Did you just discover that?
I gotta try it. Hold on.
Can you believe that? Just touch it. You can go anywhere you want.
That's so cool.
I didn't know. Can I zoom? Oh, man. It's a great day. It's a great day. It's a beautiful start this morning.
Such pure joy, you know?
Yeah.
Nicely this afternoon.
Like a 6-year-old opening up like a Nintendo 64 or whatever.
I've never touched it before. Oh my gosh, you can tilt it? What's going on here? All right, anyway, I'm going to figure this out.
He found a new toy.
Yeah.
Man, that just made his day. 1930, Eastern Airlines began passenger services. All right. 31, Lou Gehrig was hitless in Detroit in his 1,000th consecutive game. Aw, sad Lou goes wham. 1932, Auguste Piccard and Max Kosians reached 16,201 meters in a balloon launched from Dubendorf, Switzerland. Dubendorf. Maybe I'm Swiss because you call me a Dubendorf all the time. No. But what is this in feet? Meters to feet. Let's see here. 53,152 feet. That's up there.
Yeah.
In a balloon? Wow. 1932, Englishman James Mollison was the first to fly east to west over the Atlantic.
Oh, okay.
All right. 33, the Volksempfänger was first presented to the German public as at a radio exhibition. The presiding Nazi minister of propaganda, Joseph Goebbels, delivered an accompanying speech heralding the radio as the eighth great power. And unfortunately, like,
So
Himmler is in this photograph, I think.
Yeah.
Oh, there's Hitler.
Yeah.
Holy
Oh,
crap. So Himmler, I think, is this guy.
That's not Hitler.
This guy?
I think that's, if anybody, that's Hitler.
Okay, I'm talking about Himmler.
Himmler, I know.
Yeah.
I thought you said Hitler. Hitler.
No, I said Himmler, and actually it's not even Himmler, it's Joseph Goebbels, so I got my Nazis wrong. So, this is Joseph Goebbels, and that's Adolf Hitler.
Okay.
Hermann Himmler, what's his, I forgot his first name now, something Himmler. Heinrich Himmler
There you go.
is the other guy. Okay. What was it that you were going to say?
I have no idea. Oh, yeah. What are they talking about? They're not talking about what is this?
The radio.
It is the radio.
The Volksempfänger is, I guess, the German's word for radio.
You're telling me radio was brand new in 33?
Yeah,
Relatively so?
I would expect it to be.
Wow, I thought I would have been older than that.
Well, let's look this up here. When was radio invented? Invention of radio. Okay. Blah, blah, blah. Give me a year. 1880s. The discovery of electromagnetic waves, including radio waves by Heinrich Hertz, hertz, the measurement. In the 1880s came after theoretical development of the connection between electricity and magnetism that started in the early 1800s. The work culminated into a theory of electromagnetic radiation. So this is going through the actual processes, but an actual using it to broadcast your sound.
Yeah, that's a different deal.
I'm not sure.
It may have taken 50 years.
I have no idea. So I'm going to throw this in the radio. If anybody wants to look through this, let us know when the actual year of radio as we know it occurred. That'd be great. What else do we got here? It says here, Guglielmo Marconi, an Italian inventor, patented the first practical radio signal system in 1896 and transmitted the first wireless signal across the Atlantic in 1901. So I guess, but for it to be a main, commonplace, I guess. 1933. 34, Don Bradman, 244, and Bill Ponsford, 205 not out, put on 451 in a world record partnership for Australia on day one of the 5th cricket test win against England at the Oval. 1936, this is no longer another source, the hottest afternoon ever in Iowa as 106.5 degrees Fahrenheit. That's hot. Get your lemonade. 37, first FM radio construction permit was issued to W1XOJ WGTR in Boston, Massachusetts. 1937, a lightning strike started the Blackwater Fire in 1937 in Shoshone National Forest, killing 15 firefighters within 3 days, and prompting the United States Forest Service to develop their smoke jumper program. That's the paratrooping firefighter people. It's not like they're going in there with a fire truck, to spray water. They're going in there to chop and burn stuff. To pre-burn, so that way there's nothing left to burn when the fire gets over there, or to. It's very interesting what they do. Only the Brave is a movie about. They weren't smoke jumpers, but they were. What were they called? There's a term for them too. Oh crap! They're hot shots. They were hot shots. Yeah. They're the Grand Amount of hot shots. The ones that.
That's agreeing with me that I couldn't remember what it was.
Yeah. 37, we got that 138. Franklin D. Roosevelt dedicated the Thousand Islands Bridge connecting the U.S. and Canada. All right, that's it's hard to see here, but there's the bridge right there.
Oh, there it goes.
Yeah, it's a cool photo. It's too big though to display.
Yeah, that's a shame.
No, I'll pull it up right here. So now we can see it right there. Gorgeous.
Hopscotching through islands.
Yeah.
Hopscotching.
Yeah. What I'm wondering is if we ever get to a point where we start building on these islands, is there going to be a really aggressive on and off ramp, or
that'd be pretty steep.
Yeah. So the Thousand Island Bridge connecting New York, United States with Ontario, Canada, over the St. Lawrence River was dedicated by U.S. President Franklin D. Roosevelt.
Sounds like mayonnaise.
Mayonnaise?
Yeah.
Thousand Island. I see. 1940, Battle of Britain, an air battle known as the Hardest Day occurred. The Luftwaffe lost approximately 69 aircraft, and the RAF lost 68 in one of the world's largest ever air battles. Wow. Yeah. At that point, it was the largest aerial engagement in history, with heavy losses sustained on both sides. Mom's time, 1941, the Phillies committed 8 errors in a baseball game, and German concentration camp Amersfoort opened. Yikes. 43, final convoy of Jews from Salonika, Greece, arrived at Auschwitz. Yep. 44, Charles Chartres was freed by U.S. Third Army forces during World War II, led by General George S. Patton. So the city of Chartres, not a person. No. 44, Paris rail workers striked against Nazi occupiers. Fight the machine! Fight it! We also have in 45, scheduled demonstrations at polo grounds in Ebbets Field to end segregation and organized baseball were called off. Why? That's terrible. So, you want to occupy the microphone here? You gotta
I'm thinking, I wonder if those were called off because the war was ending. Not quite yet, but...
No, by now, yeah, it was. VJ Day was 2-3 days ago.
So that may be why it was called off.
Maybe.
Because they're celebrating and they would get overshadowed by anything.
Yeah. Yeah. So, that's very true. Very true. Well, that's a hard call. You know.
Yeah, well-
it's the end of the war, but also you're ending segregation. So you know.
Well, it was a demonstration to end segregation.
Yeah. Okay. Well, that makes sense. 45 as well. Sukarno was elected as the first president of Indonesia by the Preparatory Committee for Indonesian Independence, the PPKI. Sukarno took office as the first president of Indonesia following the country's declaration of independence the previous day. Yeah, we spoke about that. Yeah. You know what? Yeah. Yeah, we covered the independence yesterday. Just want to add that footnote there, so that way when I'm doing things next year or whatever. Anyway, Loon's time, 1946, Golf Writers Association of America formed. Hey, bet you're happy for that.
Play a little golf.
Yeah. 47, naval torpedo and mine factory exploded in Cadiz, Spain, killing 300 people. 49, Hungary adopted a constitution. Okay. 50, Julian Lahan, and chairman of the Communist Party, or the chairman of the Communist Party of Belgium, was assassinated by far-right elements. And the party newspaper, blamed royalists and Rexists. Whatever a Rexist is. Is that like some like T-Rex racist or something? Like, 54, James E. Wilkins was the first black person to attend a U.S. cabinet meeting. All right.
All right.
Yep, 55.
Wait a minute. What's his name? The black guy with Lincoln? He was a cabinet member.
Yeah, well, yeah, trying to remember the guy's name.
You said it, I'd know it immediately. But you know who I'm talking about.
Yeah, no, the big wild hair.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, why can't I remember him? We talked about him recently.
Yes, we
like
did.
his house, like was dedicated as like a thing.
Well, wasn't he
Yeah, like he was in Lincoln's cabinet. You're right. So who the hell is this guy?
I mean, I'm not taking anything away from him, but he's sure not the first black person.
Yeah. What was his name?
I keep wanting to say Carter, but that's
No.
not it.
No, I don't want to look it up. I want to think of it. Crap. Well,
Look it up
Okay.
and then be annoyed.
Okay. Black guy, Lincoln. No. No, not. They're saying Abraham Lincoln was a black man? No. Black guy, Lincoln cabinet member. Why is she? No. No. It's not telling me the guy. Hold on a second. Escaped slave becomes Lincoln's friend.
Advisor.
Frederick Douglass!
There we
Oh
go.
my gosh!
Douglas, God darn it.
This guy, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Friggin' A, dude.
Maybe he
Like,
was only an advisor. Maybe he wasn't a cabinet guy.
Maybe. Wasn't Frederick Douglass the first question mark? Alright, thank you, yeah. 1955, 46.1 centimeters of rainfall in Westfield, Massachusetts, their state record. Hurricane Diane killed 400 people in the U.S. between now and the 19th, so today and tomorrow. 56, Cincinnati Reds, 8 and the Cubs, 2, combined to hit 10 home runs in a 9-inning game. 56, Elvis Presley's Hound Dog and Don't Be Cruel reached number 1 in the charts, staying for 11 weeks, a record for a single release.
Yeah.
Yeah. 57, Amelia Wearsoven set a world record throwing a baseball 252 feet 4.5 inches, or 76.92 miles. That's meters.
Now,
She didn't throw it 76 miles. Yeah, 76.92 meters.
I got to go back to Elvis in 56.
Yeah,
My understanding, now you can see I wasn't that old then, 10 years old.
yeah.
My understanding, Hound Dog was number 1 and then Don't Be Cruel was number 2, or they flipped around 1 and 2. But I thought they were rated 1 and 2, not just put them together as 1.
Well, maybe.
I thought they were both, but yeah, I don't know.
Well, they
I
could
was only
have.
10.
They could have changed the rules since then too, and then retroactively just had them
And I
share
can
the
see how it
first
could be
spot.
number 1 because it's the same.
It's a crater.
It's the same record.
Yeah, album.
Well, no, not an album. It's a single.
Oh,
There's a flip side. They used to on 45. You had a side A, side B,
so there's only one song on the record, not a whole album.
2 songs.
Okay.
Hound Dog, then Don't Be Cruel. Hound Dog on one side, Don't Be Cruel on the other side.
Huh.
You have to take it off and flip it over.
Then how did they release an album? Multiple records or just
Well,
a lot
it's
of
just-
what was an album back then?
An album would have been a bigger record.
Okay.
45s were only little things.
Oh.
With a big hole in it.
Oh, okay, yeah, okay.
Now before that, the 78s were bigger for a single, but that goes way back.
Okay, you got to visually show me because like I don't know what you're talking about. I know you're talking about discs, but I don't know what the numbers mean
Okay.
as far as a visual.
Yeah,
I
I
didn't
just-
grow up with that. I didn't live
No,
with that.
yeah, you're right. If I just rolled off a 45. But it
Yeah.
had a big hole, about that big around was the hole.
Huh.
And you know how you have that bar to go on for your...
Yeah,
Well, that, you had
hold it
a
for
deal that you put over that was that big around that held a 45.
Huh. All right. I guess like they had to trim from both ends to fit only one song on either side.
I guess. I don't know what the...
Because, well, I mean, if they kept making it smaller, then all of a sudden you just have like a very small disc with a small normal hole in the middle. You just have this big of a disc instead of this big or whatever. So to keep its diameter, you take out some of the hole in the middle. So that way, like, you're
then you'd
reducing
have to
its
put
mass, but not reducing its width. Sorry, go ahead.
Because you could stack up records, and when it was over, it would release the next one down.
Yeah.
So you had different settings, 78, 45. So the arm would come over and hit the record in the right spot.
Nice. Moving on up, we got 1958. The novel Lolita by Vladimir Nabokov was published. So Vladimir Nabokov's controversial novel Lolita was published in the United States. So it's telling me to image search this. So if anybody has seen this book here, there you go.
The movie wasn't probably too far behind it.
I have not seen the movie. Was there a movie?
Yeah.
Oh, do you know what it was about? Like,
Yeah, it was about Lolita. She was like 15 or 16 years old, and this old guy falls in love with her.
Oh, that's creepy.
Yeah.
Well, that's why it's controversial. Okay,
Yeah,
now I
oh, big
understand.
time.
Yikes. 1958, Perez Prado, the Mambo King, received one of the first gold records. Huh.
Ah.
Yeah, and then we
Now
have...
they have platinum.
Yeah. TV game show scandal investigation began. Yeah, we've spoken
Ooh.
about that a couple of times.
Oh, that's 58? No
Just
wonder-
encompassing all game
Yeah.
shows. Like, because they were all, like, being discovered
The
as
big-
shady.
The big scandal was the $64,000 question. That was really popular. And then it was
They
they
gave them the answers beforehand or something?
some
or,
of them, if they want someone to win, then they rigged
Yeah.
it.
That's terrible.
Yeah.
1958 as well, United Kingdom issued regional stamps for Northern Ireland, Scotland, and Wales. All right. Brojan Das from Bangladesh swam across the English Channel in a competition as the first Bengali and the first Asian to do so, placing first among the 39 competitors. So I'm wondering, were there other Bengalis or other Asians swimming? Like, was he the only one? And that's pretty cool. He's the first one. 59, Branch Rickey resigned as MLB Pittsburgh Pirates CEO to become president of the new Baseball Continental League. 1960, the Beatles made their first public performance at the Indra Club in Hamburg, Germany.
Yeah, I remember.
Yeah.
I don't remember, but they went to Germany, yes.
Yeah. Speaking of, 1960, the Beatles made their first public performance at the Indra Club in Hamburg, Germany. We got that one. 1960 as well, the first photograph bounced off a satellite between Cedar Rapids, Iowa, and Richardson, Tejas. All right. I wonder what the photograph was, because I image searched this, and it doesn't show me the actual photograph that they used, unless this is... But that's way too detailed, too much information. So what was the actual photograph that they sent? This guy? Like, that's kind of a creepy image. Like, they sent a picture of Yuri Gagarin? Like, what's the image
I
that
don't
they
think
sent?
they're going to do that.
Yeah.
They're not going
Yeah.
to do a picture of a Rusky.
True. 1962, Peter, Paul, and Mary released their first hit, If I Had a Hammer.
If I had a hammer, I'd hammer in the morning. There you go.
This takes you back, huh?
Yeah.
I have to cut it off because of copyright. I'm sorry. I'd love to play it fully.
That's fine.
Even if it eats into the time, but it's just YouTube and Google are gonna be like, no, we want to be evil, man.
You don't want to be spanked.
Yep. No, I don't. 1963, James Meredith became the first black graduate from the University of Mississippi with a degree in political science. All right, congratulations. Yeah.
God, 63. It took
Yeah.
that long.
Well, better late than never.
Yeah.
So, 1964, South Africa was banned from the Olympic Games because of apartheid processes.
We talked about that.
Policies, yeah. The Beatles arrived in San Francisco, California on their second U.S. visit and first cross-country tour encompassing 32 shows in 25 cities over 31 days. So that has to be like, one of the days has 2 shows. 32
sure
shows
they did,
in
yeah.
31 days. That's
Yeah.
wild.
They could have had a couple of them and had a break in between.
I just don't see how, if you push yourself and you're used to that kind of lifestyle, but think about it. 32 shows in 25 cities over 31 days. So no matter how you configure it, you're just going to be dog tired all the time.
Well, the concert me and my friends put on, they did 2 shows.
Huh.
Cleared out the arena and brought in the next show.
Yeah, but did your friends have another show the next day and another one in another city?
No, they were
and then
in
travel?
town.
Yeah.
It was rock and roll.
Well, that's what I'm saying. They traveled to 25 different cities over 31 days.
I agree with that.
So,
yeah.
it's not just doing the shows. Now, granted, they most likely have roadies. Or, you have to have roadies and all the crew to tear down or put up all your equipment and set everything up and everything. But still, are you sleeping in the bus? Are you sleeping in a hotel?
Well,
traveling?
the roadies are the ones that have the work. They got to break down, set up, and travel and get to the next show and set up.
Yeah, but then they can rest there. I don't know.
And wait for the show to be over and break it down and do it again.
Yeah, it's just tough. 65, during the Vietnam War, Operation Starlight began. United States Marines destroyed a Viet Cong stronghold on the Van Truong Peninsula in the first major stadium ground battle of the war. 67, Boston Red Sox player Tony Conigliaro was beaten by Angels pitcher Jack Hamilton at Fenway Park. Injuries, including a fractured cheekbone, dislocated jaw, and eye damage, kept him from returning for a year and a half and led to improvements in batting helmets. Jeez. And we just spoke about the guy getting hit in the head and dying the next day, a couple days ago.
Yeah.
Yikes.
Not to mention the one that got hit by a pitch in the nose.
Oh, yeah.
And then hit her again.
Oh, yeah. And to the spectator. On the stretcher. And she's leaving. It's just the door hitting her on the face on the way out now.
But I'll tell you how much has changed when I started playing baseball, and when I was younger,
Yeah.
there were no helmets required.
Yikes.
Yeah. And
Well, that explains a lot.
and then they came up with a plastic helmet, but then they also had, you could put in your hat an insert that somewhat cushioned you.
Oh, like a baseball cap
Yeah,
hat? Okay.
it was your baseball cap, but you
Yeah.
could fit it into your baseball cap, and that was okay. But nothing on the side of the head, so if you got hit anywhere under here,
Yeah.
you got nailed, and this is where you're going to get the most damage.
Yeah. Well, at
The
least
top
you
of the noggin just hurts.
Yeah. 1969, Mick Jagger accidentally was shot while filming Ned Kelly in Australia, and he survived. Dang.
Well,
Yeah.
he did survive.
Yeah, he did. I'm just thinking about your helmets, you said plastic, and I'm like, oh great, so now it can shatter and go into your head, give you all these micro cuts. That's what we need. 71, New Zealand Prime Minister Keith Holyoake announced in Parliament that New Zealand's combat force will be withdrawn from Vietnam before the end of the year, coinciding with a similar announcement by the Australian government. So yeah, Australia and New Zealand decided to withdraw their troops from Vietnam. 72, police fined Paul and Linda McCartney 800 Swedish kronor in Sweden for cannabis possession. These people, they must have spent just as much money in legal fines, about cannabis-involved crimes than they did just buying the cannabis altogether. It's crazy. 73, drummer Gene Krupa played for the final time, appearing with the Benny Goodman Quartet in Saratoga Springs, New York. Hank Aaron's record of 1,378 extra bases hits surpassed Stan Musial's record. 1976, Korean axe murder incident. 2 U.S. soldiers tasked with cutting down a poplar tree, blocking the view of UN observers, were killed by North Koreans, claiming it was planted by Kim Il-sung in the Korean demilitarized zone. And, did I skip the Rolling Stones?
No, you said it.
Oh, the We Love You art one?
Oh no, you did skip it.
I did skip it?
We were just talking about where they were busted.
Oh, no, that was
That was the
Paul
Beatles.
and Linda McCartney.
Ah, okay.
Here we go.
Something on the road.
1967, the Rolling Stones released a single, their music single "We Love You," written by Mick Jagger and Keith Richards as a message of thanks to fans for their support after the duo's recent drug arrest. The recording featured backing vocals by John Lennon and Paul McCartney. All right, good thing I had this up here.
Yeah.
So this song right here,
And I don't remember that song.
I listened to it. It's weird, like. This is the actual official music video. So it's probably copywritten and everything. Now, the fat electrician here, Operation Paul Bunyan. Like this is like he. There's a lot of videos about this incident. The U.S. soldiers killed chopping down the tree by the North Koreans. But the fat electrician, like I've seen a few videos of this, and he does a pretty good one. So North Korean tree incidents. Well, Korean DMZ tree DMZ, not North Korean. So there we go. So this is it's an interesting watch.
Oh yes.
Oh no, I didn't mean to play it. I'm gonna post this in the History channel on the Discord, so you can watch it if you want. I posted it a long time ago, but yeah, a refresher. Anyway, what else we got here? 1971 as well. New Zealand Prime Minister. Yeah, we caught that one. We got that one. Oh, no, we're back there. Hold on a second. Surpasses. It's too slow. So 1976, USSR's Luna 24 soft landed on the moon. The Soviet Union's robotic probe, Luna 24, successfully landed on the moon. 77, Dodgers pitcher Don Sutton threw his National League record-tying fifth one-hitter. South African anti-apartheid activist Steve Biko was arrested at a roadblock and died from a police beating later on September 12th.
Oh, man.
So Steve Biko was arrested at a police roadblock under Terrorism Act number 83 of 1967 in King Williamstown, South Africa. He later died from injuries sustained during the arrest, bringing attention to South Africa's apartheid policies. 77, 2 girls were killed by a runaway car outside of Graceland. You see kind of like this.
I figured to stop by and see what the lab boys had come up with on Nordberg's jacket. The one they found in the dog. You can tell a lot from fiber samples at the
See, the runaway car looked like this here.
In this case, it wouldn't come out dry.
Luckily, this one survived. So. But yeah, not to take the piss out of people dying, but that's what I thought. My brain is weird. Like that's from a movie.
I know.
Like okay.
I know the movie.
Yeah.
2.5 gun or something. Or 2 3/4 or something.
The Naked Gun.
Naked gun.
Yeah. 2.5 men. 2.5 guns.
2.5. Yeah.
2.5 gun. No, it was a Naked Gun. 77. 2 girls are killed by. Oh, you got that one. 78. Memphis, Tennessee, settled with striking police officers and firefighters. I'd like to look that up, but for the sake of time, we're going to keep on going. If anybody though wants to look into that, let us know the semantics about this. Like, firefighters and police officers striking. That's not good.
Yeah. No.
Oh. 79. Ayatollah Khomeini of Iran demanded a jihad against Kurdish separatists. 1980, Kansas City Royals George Brett's batting average reached .400. We were just talking about
that yesterday.
Was it the same guy or
yeah.
was it some other?
Yes, it is. George Brett.
But wasn't it like 402 or something?
400 even.
Are you sure?
I'm positive.
Okay.
We're talking baseball here.
Yeah, but like I could have sworn like yesterday, like hold on a second.
You would go back to 1980 and yesterday. It was somewhere it could have been, and maybe you still hit 400 the next day.
19. Where were we? 1980.
Yeah.
Like, .401.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
We're the one.
Yeah,
Okay.
So you're not wrong, at least in covering it, but you're wrong in the number. You confused me there. Like,
We went 1 for 4 that day and lost a point.
that's unfortunate. 1981, football running back Herschel Walker of the University of Georgia took out a Lloyd's of London insurance policy for $1 million. That's suspicious. Jerry Lewis appeared on Donahue to defend telethons. 82, Japanese election law was amended to allow for proportional representation. That makes sense. You know? Also, the longest baseball game at Wrigley Field in Chicago, Illinois, ended after 22 innings as LA Dodgers defeated Cubs 2-1. The game started back on August 17th, so I think we spoke about that back then. Which, no, that was yesterday. So I don't think, because we have spoken about games that were held, because of a rainout or whatever, and then it continued it, later on, whenever that later on happened. MLB Philadelphia Phillies Pete Rose set a record with his 13,941st plate appearance. 82, the New York Stock Exchange topped 100 million shares traded for the first time, setting a new record for 132.69 million shares traded. It's a lot. Hurricane Alicia in 83 battered Houston and Galveston, Texas, killing 21 people and causing over $1 billion US dollars in 1983 dollars in damage. $1 billion. That is obscene. 83 as well, Kansas City Royals defeated New York Yankees 5-4, completing the Pine Tar game in 12 minutes. Hal McRae struck out and Dan Quinsbury retired at Yankees in order. What's a Pine Tar game? You remember that by any chance?
Pine tar is what you can put on your bat for a better grip.
But why was this called the Pine Tar game in 12 minutes?
Well, because if, and I'm going by memory here, if you put too much pine tar up your bat, then it's an illegal bat. So that's what he did, and he hit a home run or something, and the called him out.
But how does that make the game last 12 minutes?
Well, maybe I'm thinking of a different incident.
Well, you're thinking of Pine Tar itself.
Okay.
Okay, this is the Pine Tar game. The game itself, this specific
I thought it had
game.
a nickname or something.
Yeah, that's the
Kansas
nickname.
City Royals. Read it again.
The Kansas City Royals defeated the New York Yankees 5-4, completing the quote Pine Tar end quotes game. So they named that one specific game the Pine Tar game.
Well, I'm going to say, after that incident, there was such an uproar or whatever, I think they called it and finished it the next day. It should be 12 minutes.
Okay. 1983, Samantha Druce, at the age of 12 years and 119 days, became the youngest woman to swim the English Channel. I could have sworn. Now, did we cover the first female ever or the youngest female already?
I think it was the youngest.
Well, this is also a youngest. I could, because I know we covered a female something or other a week or so ago.
I thought it was the youngest, and it might have been the first. No, it was the youngest.
I think it was the first woman ever.
Maybe it was the first woman.
Because I remember there even being like a little notation not to be confused with the youngest, which happened later, or something. I don't know. 83, a survey of recently discovered Bronze Age Uburian shipwreck from 1320 BC off the coast of Turkey found rich cargo of glass, spices, and enough tin and copper for 5,000 swords. Here's a picture of them discovering it underwater. But
we had something about that also.
Maybe there's a lot of shipwrecks that are discovered though.
True.
So, and this is a museum piece, but this shows what it
We
looked
saw
like.
that.
Are you sure?
No.
You said it with such confidence.
I know.
And then you lost it immediately.
I know.
Why do you do this to me? Are you trying to hurt me? Like,
I'm pretty sure we saw that though.
I don't think so.
That cutaway is what's given it to me.
But we've seen ships and everything. Like you probably are recognizing that one Viking longship that they.
Oh yeah.
So I don't know.
Could be.
1984, Triangle Oil Corps above ground storage tank in Jacksonville, Florida, spilled 2.5 million gallons of oil after lightning ignited a fire. Yikes. 2 years later, 86, Canadian rock band Bon Jovi released their third album, Slippery When Wet, later receiving the top selling album in the Billboard in 1987. 86 as well, Crockett's Tavern opened in Fort Wilderness. What is that in Disneyland or something? Crockett's Tavern, Dinas.
I don't know.
It's a food facility, Fort Wilderness Resort at Walt Disney World. Okay, so it is
Place to get
a
something
Disney.
to eat or drink, I guess.
Okay, so it is Disneyland. 1986, Jim Kelly signed with the NFL's Buffalo Bills for $75 million over 5 years. Ayo's time. Gonna get through my life in less than 1 minute.
No.
1987, Houston Oilers Earl Campbell retired from the NFL. 1987 as well, Ohio healthcare worker Donald Harvey was sentenced to triple life for poisoning 24 patients. Yikes. Triple life for poisoning 24 patients. Yeesh. Also, Philip Rush of New Zealand set a record for a triple crossing of the English Channel with a time of 28 hours, 21 minutes, 10 hours faster than the first man to do it. Yeah, it has to be 28 hours, yeah.
Yeah.
10 hours faster. 87 as well, Strasbourg, Benuela, Stelmarch, Astrid, Strauss, Anke, Moring, and Heike Friedrich swam a women's world record in the 4x200 meter freestyle, 7 minutes 55.47 seconds. 88, the FDA approved minoxidil as a hair loss treatment. Huh. We also have largest house of 130 rooms on Long Island, sold for $22 million. And this is showing us, there's various pictures here. And then they're saying, see inside the Oshika Castle, New York, Long Island houses, 41 draw daubing. Like, this cannot have 130 rooms in it. Like, this is way too small. If it loads to show us, well, I guess it's not going to. But you can see right here. I mean, it's not a small house, but it's
I
not.
can't see from here. So
There we go. Oh, it's not that big, but this is massive.
Yeah.
You know, that could have 130, but I don't know which one. Is it this one? Like, you know, I don't know.
130 rooms is a lot.
That's a lot. 1988, Republican Convention in New Orleans selected Bush Quayle ticket. 1989, leading presidential hopeful Luis Carlos Galán was assassinated near Bogota in Colombia. 91, Hurricane Bob. Oh, watch out, it's Hurricane Bob. Ooh, well, be careful. Hit North
Builder
Carolina.
Bob.
Yeah, hit North Carolina with 115 mile per hour winds. Oh, Hurricane Bob might have some bite to it. We also have Pan American Games closed in Havana. Kapelbrücke in Lucerne, Switzerland was destroyed by fire. The historical Kapelberg in Lucerne, Switzerland. Let's do an image search of this. This, so it's some bridge thing. Like, so some kind of, like, you know, wooden covered bridge.
Yeah.
Probably medieval or something.
Cold.
Yeah. Like, it reminds me of something out of Skyrim. But there it is, just completely engulfed in flames. That's
Yeah.
terrible. I wonder if they rebuilt it or something. 1994, the 15th Commonwealth Games opened in Victoria, Canada. 5.6 magnitude earthquake in Algeria killed 171. 1996, a record 6,654 tap dancers in a single routine at Macy's Tap-O-Rama or Tap-O-Mania
We talked about
in
that
New York
before,
City.
that event.
Yeah,
Not
it's
this one.
Yeah, well, look at all these people are tap dancing. That is
Yeah.
madness. But it's just Macy's doing an annual event to
Yeah.
try to break the world record, you know, in
Yeah.
Guinness and everything. So, 2000, a federal jury found the U.S. Environmental Protection Agency (EPA) guilty of discrimination against Dr. Marsha Coleman Adebayo under the Civil Rights Act of 1964, later inspiring passage of the No Fear Act. 2003, 1-year-old Zachary Turner was murdered in Newfoundland by his mother, whom was awarded custody despite facing trial for the murder of Zachary's father.
Ay,
The
jeez.
case was documented in the film Dear Zachary and led to reform in Canada's bail laws. This is what happens in a misandrous society when men are second-class citizens in our own society.
He was a dead class citizen.
Yeah,
How would you give a...
because,
that wasn't a
oh,
kid.
believe all women. Believe all women, because we're superior to you in all ways, and we're floating
Unless
above
she was found-
you.
Unless she was found not guilty, they don't tell us.
No, she was awaiting trial. Like,
still awaiting
despite facing trial for the murder of, so she was still, you know, facing
Okay,
it and everything.
yeah, that's right.
So then she kills him. This is what happens when, you know, there's female supremacy, when we're in a woman-centric world that gives zero rights to men. This is what happens. 2004, shot put at the Athens Olympics was held in ancient Olympia, site of the ancient Olympic Games. First time women ever competed in the venue. Yamile Kumba of Cuba won women's gold. Estonian Adam Nelson won the men's gold. All right. It's telling me to image search this. That's awesome though. Like in the original thing right there. Look at them. Like they're before all the stone steps. Like
Oh, yeah.
yeah. So, and the whole crowd back there. Like, can you imagine just thousands of years ago they were doing this the same way? It's like,
Yeah,
well, probably not
that's
the
what's
same
cool
way, but
about
like
it, yeah.
whatever. You know, we have the discus, long jump, javelin, equestrian events, which we don't have today because animal rights.
Well, they have some equestrian events, but not that particular one.
Yeah, running events, boxing, wrestling, and pancration. What is the pancration? Was a combination of wrestling and boxing. Oh, so it was MMA. Huh. The only rules were that an athlete could not bite his opponent or gouge his eyes or nose. Like, wow. So that was MMA, mixed martial arts. They had MMA back in the ancient Olympic Games. That is awesome. 2004 as well, U.S. Women's 4x200 meter freestyle relay team of Natalie Coughlin, Carly Piper, Dana Vollmer, and Caitlin Sindendo smashed the long-standing world record set by GDR in 1987 to win gold at the Athens Olympics, 7 minutes, 53.42 seconds. 2005, Dennis Rader was sentenced to 175 years in prison for the BTK, the blind torture kill, serial killings in Sedgwick County, Kansas. Yikes. Massive border blackout hit the Indonesian island of Java, affecting almost 100 million people. It is one of the largest and most widespread power outages in all of history.
Whoa.
100 million people. Wow. William H. Webster, at the age of 81, former head of the FBI and later CIA director, became chairman of the Homeland Security Advisory Council, serving under 3 presidential administrations until 2020. I'm glad he's out of there. Like, it's way too long. It's so corrupt. 2008, a stadium 1, 2, 3, ABC 1, 2, 3. Look at me. In the 400-meter hurdles at the Beijing Olympics, Angelo Taylor won his gold in 47.25 seconds, I guess, or points or whatever. And of Karen Clement and Bolsharon Jackson, Belarusian weightlifter Andrei Armamu broke Andrei Aramanau broke 3 world records in the snatch, clean, and jerk, and total on his way of winning the men's 105-kilogram gold medal at the Beijing Olympics. Rafael emulating the Chinese women, the men won the team table tennis gold medal at the Beijing Olympics without losing a match, winning all 10 singles and all 5 doubles matches. We spoke about that yesterday, and that seems a little sketch. You know,
what you said yesterday.
Like, you know, like all of a sudden you have like just the Asian, not Asian, the Chinese dominating it being held in China. Seems like people are getting paid off. Something's not right
China
there.
is known for their ping pong.
Well, I don't know. 2008, President of Pakistan, Pervez, table tennis, ping pong. Pervez Musharraf resigned due to pressure from opposition. Russian pole vaulter Elena Isabelevna set a new world record for 5.05 meters to win the gold medal at the Beijing Olympics. Her 24th world record. Wow, that's impressive. Finally, out of 2008, in 2011, the West Memphis Three were released from prison after 18 years imprisonment. 2016, Great Britain's Alistair Brownlee recorded a time of 1 hour, 45 minutes, and 1 second to retain his Olympic men's triathlon title at the Rio de Janeiro Olympic Games, finishing finishing 6 seconds ahead of second place finisher his brother Jonathan Browley. They wrote that weird. I thought it was 0.0. No, that's a colon, not a decimal. Or semicolon, whatever. So, it's 6 seconds. Right here.
I'm not sure. I can't see it. Where is it?
Right here. You see the blue?
Too far away.
Okay.
Don't move the whole thing. It's not that important. It looks like it's supposed to be 600ths. No.
But there's a colon right here. It's a dot. A 2 dot, not a decimal.
I don't know.
Okay. Well, hold on a second. We can just do that. Well, I can't do that. Lost it here. Right here. Can you not read that?
No.
Okay. 2016 as well, Ukrainian canoeist Yuri Shevin set an Olympic record of 39.279 to win the men's C1 200-meter gold at the Rio de Janeiro Olympics, retaining the title he won in London in 2012. 2017, civilian researchers led by Paul Allen rediscovered the USS Indianapolis 18,000 feet below the Pacific surface, 72 years after Japanese torpedoes sunk it. This was the ship that carried the nuclear material and everything for the because remember in Oppenheimer, after they tested the Trinity test, because they did that early in the morning. Later that day, they loaded up the trucks, and then we saw them driving away. They loaded those directly onto the Indianapolis. That delivered it to the island, and then it left and got hit by a Japanese submarine, some torpedoes, and that was the worst shark attack in all of history. Remember? And then later on, in the movie Jaws, I'm not sure if it's in the book, but in the movie adaptation of Jaws, the grizzled old fisherman, you know.
Yeah.
He served. He was there when it happened.
That's right. You
Yeah,
talked
he was
about
part of
that.
the crew.
Yeah.
So. But yeah, here she is. You know, that's the submarine. That's a submarine, not. The Indianapolis was a cruiser.
It wasn't a submarine.
No, it wasn't. But this looks like a submarine,
Yeah, it definitely looks like a submarine.
but like a broken one. But
You got any other pictures of it?
Yeah.
Maybe we can see something better.
oh, right here, there's this gun right there.
Maybe it's just what we saw wasn't.
This just says they could have found something else out down there too. I mean, the
Yeah.
Indianapolis is not the only ship under the sea. So, 2018, archaeologists confirmed the discovery of a 3,200-year-old cheese. Right,
Oh man.
right here.
Yeah.
And the tomb of Ptolemaeus, the mayor of Memphis, the first cheese found from ancient Egypt. Would you try it?
Don't think so.
I mean, it's aged like a fine wine.
I'm pretty
You know?
pretty daring to try most old things, but no.
Yeah, it's old cheese. 2018, Australian Mayor Winks won her Australasian record 26th consecutive race. The renamed Winks Stakes at Royal Randwick in Sydney, achieving her 19th Group 1 win for thoroughbreds. Imran Khan became the 22nd Prime Minister of Pakistan after gaining the support of independent members following his party, the Pakistan Tehreek-e-Insaf (PTI), winning most votes but not a majority in the general election. 2019, 1.7 million people participated in a peaceful pro-democracy protest in Hong Kong, representing a quarter of the population. Wow.
That's when China was really clamping down on them
Yeah.
because they wanted to keep their independence. No way China was going to let them, and they didn't.
Yeah, no, then Kung Flu happened. So it just so happened to happen. So, but like, how do you fit 1 million people in one photograph? Like, this has to only be a couple 100,000, if
And
that.
the government controlled the people after all that.
Yeah, well, the people need to learn their power and control the government.
They were trying.
They gotta try harder. So, I mean, like, back in 1776, granted, you know, the technological disparity is a lot greater, but still, like, a bunch of freaking, like, farmers overthrew the greatest empire the world had ever seen. Now, it wasn't as simple as that. You know, there was help with the French. We learned guerrilla warfare from Native Americans and everything, so, like, you know, there's a lot more factors to it. But still, where there's a will, there's a way. Ultimately, if people are under a boot, if they're not doing anything about it, then they're living under the boot willingly. I don't care who you are, or what you say, or what you believe. At some point, you know, what's your breaking point personally before you're like, enough? You know, like, I'd rather die on my feet than live on my knees. And all those people out there, as far as I'm concerned, they support it. They support the Uyghur genocide. They support what's going on to the Muslims, to the, not Muslims, well, the Uyghurs are Muslims, to the Tibetans, you know, to the Falun Gong practitioners. You know, stand up for once. You know. Anyway, 2019, Iceland held a formal ceremony for the first glacier lost to climate change at the site of Okuzo Glacier. Oh, what a bunch of wackadoos. Oh, we're hosting a funeral for the glacier. Oh, it melted away. Oh, boo-hoo. You know, I mean, yeah, that sucks, but seriously, you know, now this is what it looked like, and now there's this. So, that is terrible, but hosting a funeral for a glacier, really? You know, you're going to do that?
I like to think it'll come back too as climate
We'll see.
cycles. I say hopefully.
Yeah, we'll see. This next one is no longer an either source. 2019 U.S. President Donald Trump confirmed he is interested in buying Greenland for the U.S. And is he still on that? Like, is there been any...
Yeah, he would like to, but it's now he's talking about.
Well, it's a national security threat.
It
right?
is. It's really geographically as important as Alaska is to us.
Yeah. I honestly, like, I'm no Trump supporter, but, you know, it'd be cool to get Greenland.
It'd be great.
Yeah.
But he's talking about putting security measures up in there, the Golden Dome.
Well, that's the
and
whole
everything
point.
else.
You
Yeah,
know?
he's talking about doing it anyway.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
Even though it's not our land. Now, I don't know if he can pull it off or not.
Well,
we'll see.
I mean, what's NATO going to do? We supply them.
Well, it's not NATO. It's who owns it?
Denmark or something, but
I
that's.
think it is Denmark.
But if we just start building shit like that there, that's an invasion. That's an act of war.
Well, we've already got a military base up there.
Yeah, but we need permission for more stuff. You can't just build another
True.
something, you know. So anyway, I hope we get it though. At one point or another, NATO's going to die. And the EU is definitely going to die because of what's going on in Spain right now. Because like they're set up in a way that like the United States, from Spain they can go anywhere in Europe, borders open.
Yeah.
You know, so like in order for all the countries to save themselves, they have to like either very quickly pass a law to change that, or just like dissolve the European Union until they can make a new one with that in mind. Like, and so anyway, 2020 California Governor Gavin Newsom declared a state of emergency as 27 fires burn across the state amid a continuing heat wave. Wow, look how young he looks.
Yeah.
Like, wow.
Well, he was the mayor of San Francisco, you know.
Yeah, he was. And
Before he
yeah.
was governor.
Yeah, isn't that like because he was like family? Like, there's only like 7 families that own California or something.
Yeah, there's 6
Yeah.
major political families in California that try to run the whole damn thing, if they probably do anyway.
Into the ground. So, 2020, Brandon was formally nominated as the Democratic Party's presidential candidate during the second night of their first ever virtual convention. Here we go. 2021, MLB Los Angeles Angels pitcher Shohei Ohtani became the fastest player in team history to reach 40 home runs in the season and also pitched 8 innings in a 3-1 win at Detroit. 2022, a huge megalithic complex of more than 500 standing stones was announced as discovered at La Torre la Llanera, Huelva, southern Spain. And that's what these are. They're ominous looking. Like, how did you not discover these until now, though?
Yeah, that's
like,
amazing.
I mean, like how were they all buried or something? Like, if this looks like they were just out there and you've just stumbled across them. How do we not know about this until 2022?
I don't know.
That's crazy. We also have a new method to break down forever chemicals, PFAS compounds responsible for cancer's low birth weights and lowered immunity, published by scientists in the journal Science. Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky, Turkish leader Recep Tayyip Erdogan, and UN Secretary General Antonio Guterres warned of another Chernobyl due to fighting near the Zaporizhzhia nuclear plant at a summit in Lviv. 2023, Canadian province of British Columbia declared a state of emergency as 2 major wildfires combined near Adams Lake, forcing the evacuation of 30,000 people. English neonatal nurse Lucy Letby was found guilty of the murder of 7 babies and the attempted murder of 6 more between June of 2015 and June 2016 at a Manchester court. Once again, this is what happens when everything's all female superiority. 2024, Patrick Shinawatra was sworn in as Thailand's youngest ever prime minister at 37 years old. 25 leaders from across Europe joined Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky at a hastily arranged summit meeting with U.S. President Donald Trump at the White House. I wonder over what, though.
Oh, well, ending the war.
Ah, okay. It obviously didn't happen. So.
No, still going.
Yeah. Marius Borg Hoiby, son of the Norwegian crown princess, was charged with 32 offenses, including struggle, snuggle, and domestic violence. And last but not least, New York Yankees hit 9 home runs during a 13-3 win over the Rays at George M. Steinbrenner Field in Tampa Bay, Florida, becoming the first franchise in history to record 2 games with 9 homers. Wow. Nice.
It's a bunch.
Yep, and that shall conclude the show. Once again, please check the underbar description below for any links that you may find interesting. These guys here, the collected links will appear down there in about 5-10 minutes after the live stream, as per usual. Anyway, what's the code word? Let us know that they're still watching until this point.
Helium.
Helium. Put helium in the comment section below. Let us know that you're still watching them until this point. Anyway, a lot of history has and continues to be made on a daily basis, and we can only bring you a portion between 2 sources. We have gone through our 38-page document today. It started out as 37, and it became 38 at some point. Like, probably
Oof, another one added.
Probably, well, because, like, no, I added
Spacing or
something. Yeah, no, I added a couple of notes throughout the show and everything.
Yeah.
So, yeah. Anyway, all these like happen on this calendar date. For your dose of past events daily, we stream at 5 p.m. Pacific Time, 6 Mountain, 7 Central, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, respectively. We have other shows. We have a news show every Saturday at 3 p.m. Pacific Time. The first Sunday of every month, we have I'm Okay, You're Okay at 3 p.m. Pacific Time. And yeah, we have this every day. So anyway, for all of you and all of us, I'm A.O. Xander.
Golden Loon.
And you are you. And until you catch us next time, whenever that is, wherever that is, don't forget to look right and left at every intersection. Rate 5, 7, and subscribe. Toodles!